Come and enjoy a lovely walk with friends, see the heartbreak and joys of women's rugby, and, well, why don't you watch the most uncreative gardener ever? Hello, we are Kath, Sue and Fudge. It's over a year now since we moved to the Highlands of Scotland. After travelling and living in our motorhome for 2.5 years, and then appearing on the BBC's Escape to the Country, we decided to make this our home. Join us as we grow old disgracefully. Well, guess what? Take it or leave it tours are on tour again. And today's tour is around the beautiful Loch, which you will have seen us walk round many times before, but I can guarantee you every time we do, the view is different. So we'll enjoy it again. The trail, which does a loop around the loch, is about 3.5 miles long. It's nice, easy walking. As well as being very pretty, there's lots of wildlife to look out for. You'll probably spot some red squirrels, and if you're really lucky and look up to the tops of the trees, you may even spot some crested tits. The loch is situated in Rothiemurchus Forest near to Aviemore. Next to Loch is another little loch called Loch Gowna. If you want to elongate your walk by just a little bit extra, you can also do a loop of this. However, the trail is not as well maintained, so just make sure you've got good footwear. And as you wander around, you'll get glimpses of the ruins of a small 14th century castle on an island. And depending on when you go, you'll find this small shop close to the car park, selling coffees, cakes and some gifts as well. It's the end of a lovely week with our friends, and actually, strangely, we're leaving and they're staying. Of course, the other person that we say goodbye to today is Jan.
Bye.
But bye. But it looks like she's on the same train as us, so we get to go together all the way to Edinburgh. It's a little bit cold and blowy, and so much so that coats are up, and Sue has refused to wear the England hat because no one will know she's Scottish. Programme, please.
Yes, I'll get £5, please.
We've found a Costa coffee, so that's where I'm going. In the meantime, got my programme. And as the crowd took their seats after the national anthem, the game would start. And for those supporting Scotland, I think it would be a heartbreaker. And for those supporting England, it was a really good win. But as one of those England supporters, I would much rather see a hard-fought game. And when you watch a scrum, you know that all these women are warriors. Then these lads gave the crowd some fantastic entertainment at half-time. And at this point, I was pretty sure I could see one of my old England heroes being interviewed, Maggie Alfonso, who played number 8.
Yeah, super excited to play Wales. Obviously, we'll go back and do what we need to do and head into that. So, yeah.
Well, that's the end of the game. And it's been a really big win for England, 84 points to 7. But you know what? We've had a great afternoon. We were both supporting both sides. And the guy who was sat next to us was talking about how he was so impressed with all of the young women who are all around the crowd with very big smiles on their faces and just really enjoying the support. So I don't think it matters who won. This is a win for women's rugby. And a massive crowd, over 30,000 here, a record crowd for Murrayfield at women's rugby. Before we left the ground, Sue wanted to cheer her team, Scotland of course. And for me, I wanted to see the England girls celebrating. And as we left the stadium to get our train home, there were people still partying. It was clear that many people had had a great day out. Now let me introduce you to birdfy. This is a company that makes bird feeders with cameras attached. Straight out of the box, you've got the usual instruction manuals, the feeder itself, the camera and the perches and the camera mount are all stored inside the unit itself. I'm going to try setting up my birdfy here because, well, it's close enough to the house to be able to benefit from being able to see the live stream, and also it's close enough to the windows to be able to actually watch the birds close up rather than the trees. Also, there's a little bit of shelter here, so hopefully not too exposed for the birds. And if I set it up with the bracket there, maybe put it a little bit lower. I'm just conscious of the little that. I wonder if I can turn that around. Oh, I can probably turn that. Oh yeah, perfect. So I'll be able to put that there, get good solar, and it'll be great. Right, let's get the screws and get it screwed in. The birdfy feeder comes with a fixing bracket with a handy template to get your pilot holes right. Then you just screw the bracket in place, attach the feeder and get ready for action. Good morning. Well, I have been using this for several weeks now and the footage I'm getting is brilliant. So let me just tell you a few things. The placement of this was, in the end, was fine. It is Wi-Fi, so it needs to be near enough to the house so that it gets a Wi-Fi signal. And I've got a mesh system with a node not far from here, so this was the perfect spot. It took probably about a week, 5 days to a week for birds to arrive here. I've got feeders around the other side of the house, which might have meant it was probably took me a bit longer than normal, but I put some mealworm in here, which I haven't got around the front of the house. So the birds really like it now. They won't be happy with me standing here, that's for sure. What else can I tell you? The shots, the footage, I think is brilliant. I'm still waiting for some rare species. I'm hoping we'll get little cresty, but I think for now the crested tit's probably gone back to the top of the trees and we probably won't see him till next, probably February time again. But in the meantime, I'm getting robins and chaffinches and blackbirds. Oh, and I've had a little blue tit on one occasion as well, which I really love. So the camera's great. You can run it in 2 different frame speeds. I've got it set at the normal, which is 30 frames per second, but you can set it up so it goes at 60 frames per second. So if you wanted to have slow motion post-production, then you could do that. You also get a live feed, which is fantastic. So if you get a notification, which you'll get through the app to tell you there's a bird there, then you can go straight to the live feed and you can record directly from the live feed if you want to. If you're not about, you don't have the time to do that, then it will collect moments. You need to download the app to get the benefits of this, obviously, but the app's really easy, and through the app you get those moments and then you can download those moments, which is how you're getting the footage that I'm showing you now. You can join a community if you want to. The brilliant thing is it's got AI bird recognition, so as accurate as any AI is, so you've always got to be, check it, but so far I've found it to be really good, and it will tell you what the bird is that's on there as well. So all in all, I absolutely love this feeder. The other thing I did is I made sure there's a bird bath not far from here as well, which maybe was another reason why the birds would like to come here. Anyway, all in all, I love it. So if you would like to get hold of one of these, I will make sure there's a link in the description that you can get to the product, and also of course we've got you a discount code. So if you follow that link and use our code, which I'll put on the screen, you'll get a 10% discount as well. If you love birds, you're going to absolutely love this. Well folks, after last week it's back to the veggie patch, and for now, the only thing I'm going to do really is re-establish the stones around the edge. And I'd really like to get my tatties in today, but we'll see how we go. Weather keeps changing. Well, now the tatties are in, a friend of mine had a really good idea for our little wild bit of garden. I mean, I know this is all wild, but there's a little patch through the main garden. And she said, why don't you put some rocks, and if you can find some old logs, some dead wood from in the woods behind us, just make up a little, I don't know what you would call it, but an arrangement. And it might encourage sort of insects, and then you'll get obviously flowers and bees and butterflies, because it not really much happened with it last year. So I'm going to give it a go, and I'm going to take some of these bigger stones over there now. turns out I didn't need to go into the woods. I found all these bits just lying around in our little field. I think I must have moved them when I was building the compost bins. Can't remember where they were just there. So let's see if I can make an arrangement with my non-craft-like brain. Don't think the insects and things, critters care. So it doesn't really matter, does it? Hey, you alright? You come to help? Yes, I know. Come on then, let's get these into position. And then after my amateur habitat creation, I put a few bedding plants into the tubs, and that was it for the day. Well, hi folks. As you can see, we've got a beautiful day today. The sun's out and it's actually feeling warm, which I think is probably one of the first times this year. Anyway, I've decided to come out into the garden, make hay while the sun is shining, and just tidy up around the tubs and pull some of the weeds out. And I've got one empty tub and one tub that I was supposed to be getting rid of, but there's bulbs in there and they're coming through, and I don't want to do that at the moment. I may even fill the other one anyway and put some plants in it. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a curlew. Curlew's just flown by. These plants here are the ones that we bought from the plant sale last year, which is run by the school. So all of these plants were first cultivated by the children from the local primary school, and I thought they were just like a 1 year thing, but they're not. I did put some begonias in, but guess what? The rabbits ate those. And the other thing I should say is I really wanted to mow the lawn today, but I haven't been able to get the lawnmower started, and I've taken it apart and looked at the spark plug, and I've run out of ideas. So that's gone into the repair shop, and hopefully it won't be too long, because the grass is now really starting to come on. Now tell me, has anyone got any experience of getting weeds out of gravel on your drive? Because I seem to spend hours pulling weeds out. Sue's read up that white vinegar works and it's not toxic to any of the little critters around. So if anyone has got any non-toxic tips that might make my job a little bit easier, let me know. Well, since I started gardening for the first time last year, apart from cutting the lawn of course, I've come to realise gardening has no end. It's just continual progress. And I'm one of those people who likes to get the end of a job. So I have to slow down and just realise this job's never going to end. I'm just going to keep doing the same things. But as my friend Hilary would say, that is functional exercise. So it's all good for me. And with some new friends visiting our feeders, I just want to say thank you for watching. I hope you'll come back and join us for the next one.